we need to have a talk.
Everything changes.
Hello everybody, and welcome to something strange, to be sure. First of all, I'm Steve, everybody's Steve. Ignore that for now, it's annoying, I know. But I'm not doing this, hang on, let me readjust the microphone. I'm not doing this because I'm trying to make some content, or else I'd make sure that this problem that's going on right here is fixed. I'm just putting something on the background for you to watch. I'll probably die a lot, but whatever. Basically, we need to have a talk. And that talk is about Minecraft, so I wanted to put Minecraft on the screen. And the topic of this discussion, it's going to go in the discussion category on the channel, because this is definitely a discussion that needs to be had, and something that I've been wanting to have a talk about. And that discussion is business in Minecraft, industry. And I don't know, really, where we've come. Or, not where we've come, but, like, where we've gone with this. Like, it's really, really bad at this point. Because of the recent event, which I'm sure a lot of you already know about, but in case you don't, Minorama, has been canceled. It's already happened, probably by the time this video goes up, so if you didn't know about it, you probably weren't going. But I want to start with something else, something that's on the topic of industry in Minecraft, and kind of just shows you that industry is getting its hands into something that it really shouldn't. And I want to talk about something that I really don't have much knowledge on in general. Something that, like, I'm going to make assessments that I think are correct of a situation that I don't know all the details about. So if I get something wrong, and somebody out there who knows that I got something wrong, I'm sorry, these are just a lot of my best guesses as for what I think happened, and that's Team Crafted. Team Crafted was, hands down, the most solid group of Minecrafters on YouTube. Just period. They weren't for a long time. There were other people, particularly like the Yogscast, who commanded more attention. But the Yogscast slowly, like, kind of fell off the scene, and then they rose to power, largely in part, I'm sure you know, with Guy Does Minecraft, whatever is going on with that whole shenanigans and whatnot. But the reason to why Team Crafted officially broke up has never been officially released. There was a lot of members who joined and then were kicked, and a lot of personal reasons for things like this, and it's never been stated why it officially broke up in the end. And what I mean by that is, after the Team Crafted official channel hub launched, the team received a lot of hate because of the last member kicked, which was Seto Sorcerer. And the reason that Seto was kicked, according to Team Crafted, was that they wanted to do a lot more live-action skits. They wanted to put their face on more things, more advertisement-y. And Seto was not cool with that. Seto was more of a, I'm here for the fun of it, not for the money in it, not for the attention in it. And to this day, we have no confirmation on what Seto Sorcerer's real name is. Like, we don't even know this guy's first name. So, I respect that a lot. But, the motives there seem kind of shaky. Like, don't you all start Minecraft because you're doing something honest? Like, why are you moving into territory like that? But it's their decision, it's not mine to make. And so I'm not going to judge them for it. What I am going to judge is why they broke up after that. So, following that, a few months after, by the way, the official channel for Team Crafted gained 1 million subscribers faster than most other channels ever have and ever could hope to do. And it's just a shame that after that, the entire team fell to pieces. Adam, Ty, and Quentin, or Sky Does Minecraft, Deadlocks, and Husky Mudkips, left the team. 2 of the 3 founding members were gone, and the team was reduced from 7 players to 4. Brought back up to 5 later when they added XRP X13 to the venue, but overall, the whole thing just kind of capsized. And a lot of people have speculated as to why. The official wiki on Team Crafted stated that it happened they don't know, but their best guess is that Adam had some kind of mood swing, or Scott is Minecraft had some kind of mood swing, which he is prompt to have. He's had before some rash, moody moments, and he's commented in videos that was kind of a thing that happened to him, and that he's gone through some bad times in his life. So that's on him. But I really don't think that makes a lot of sense, just in general. And this is my reason that I think Team Crafted broke up, and it has to do with Machinima. Machinima was a company that kind of got their hands messed up in Team Crafted as soon as it launched, and I think Machinima had a large part in prompting them to be like, hey, we're now officially a team and stuff. So Machinima kind of like put the final pieces in place, and it would make sense that if Machinima, because Machinima does a lot of things in real life, and if Setter was an obstacle to that, it kind of makes sense that he'd be the next guy to leave if they were to go with Machinima, whatever they were planning. On top of that, Machinima also kind of, I don't know, following like their official release, there were a lot of live streams and things that included members of Team Crafted on Machinima's channel rather than an official Team Crafted Twitch channel, which there's another like prompt that says, hey, you know, wow, this game audio is really loud. I don't know if you're hearing it, but I'm going to turn it down. There were just a lot of things that said that pointed to the idea that Machinima really was like a driving force behind the team. And so that's all well and fine that these members got a lot of benefits behind Machinima that other people didn't. And Machinima is notorious on the internet, on YouTube, for suckering people into business deals that they don't fully understand, and then just kind of like ruining them in general. A lot of people have claimed it, and it's really bad, to be perfectly honest. It's really horrible that a lot of people go through this thing where Machinima will approach them early on in a YouTube career when they hit maybe 1,000, maybe just 500 subscribers, and say, you know, we want to be part of your journey, we want to help you, and we want to be there for you and support you, and we will, like, make your videos more prominent, we'll suggest them to people, and in turn, we're going to take part of your profits. And early on, that doesn't make a big difference, because you're like, I'm not in this for the money, there's nothing really about it. But then a lot of people are like, this is something that I can use to help fund me, this is something I could do for a job, and then Machinima kind of takes a lot of the money from them. And at that point, it's really bad, which is what happened to James, or Blue Monkey. See, Team Crafted wasn't just 7 guys who were playing games, they were also 2 animators and an artist. And when the team split up, of the people to go, all 3 of those left. The other animator, Weed Lion, left a little bit later, but it was made very clear that the artist, who is Deceptibonk, and the more prominent animator named Blue Monkey, left with the 3 guys, player guys, I guess, if you will, from the team. And once their reasons for leaving were never explained really either. But considering that following the split of Team Crafted, all of the members who were still in the team continued to be prominent in Machinima, which was evident in the fact that Jason and Jerome had a AFK face-off in like a Machinima challenge and stuff, and their channel's basically been taken over. The official Team Crafted channel has basically been taken over by Machinima, whereas the people who left have had nothing to do with Machinima. And Machinima's also had their hands in doing something. James Blue Monkey, he's kind of the focus in this idea. He put out a video very, very close to the time when Team Crafted broke up. And I don't remember the exact title because it's since been taken down, but it was something along the lines of how to succeed on YouTube. And this video just kind of, it was, I'm just trying to think it through in my head. Like, step one was be naive but passionate about the content that you create. And step two was, like, create videos, and it was, like, growing your channel until the point where it's, like, realize that you can turn a hobby into a job, and then, following that, be approached by a network that can make such a thing happen. And there was a picture of, like, the innocent content creator, with this personification of the devil rising out of the depths to greet him, with the name tag over his head, Machinima. And James, or Blue Monkey, rather, then went on to, in a comical way, describe how Machinima was completely mistreating him. And, like, he showed some emails that he sent to them that they never responded to, saying how he did YouTube for a job now, and since Machinima was taking such a large part of his money, he had no way to pay bills. Because he makes 15-second Minecraft animations, and if he doesn't put a video up, he doesn't get money. If he doesn't get money, he doesn't eat. He can't pay rent, or anything of that sort. So, it's really a shame that something like that has to happen to somebody like that. That somebody who makes such beautiful things, like, has the ability to follow their hobby as a career, and then gets shut down like that. And it wasn't that Machinima refused to change the terms, it's that Machinima, refused to acknowledge him in the slightest. They didn't even they never responded to his emails. And so, since that video was taken down around the same time that the team crashed, I think it's safe to say that there's definitely a connection. And I just feel like Machinima got its hands in something that it really shouldn't have. Machinima, like, took over Team Crafted. And there's no doubt about it, they were, like, controlling the entire thing at the end of it, up to this point. And it's because of that that it kind of just fell. It was, and I think technically it still is, the biggest group of Minecrafters on YouTube collectively who are more or less active with their stuff. I don't know, MVG is up there now because Team Crafted isn't so active with their stuff. It's not because they're particularly active as a team, but it's because Team Crafted is now very unactive. But I'd also like to point out that just in general, Team MVG's name is kind of mud now, considering that the guy who put them together is King Jojo, who we'll touch on later when we get to Minorama. But it's just sad that something like that just came together, and they put out a video on that channel talking about, like, a fan meetup, where I specifically remember Ian saying something like, we're good guys, we're best friends, I couldn't imagine anybody else who was closer to me, and it's just sad that something like that got broken up over money. That's what it comes down to. And in James's video, he said that Machinima, and I quote, sweet-talked him into a deal, so that you and let them sweet-talk you into a deal so that you and Machinima can be best friends for at least 7 years. You can trust us, we have a big fancy office building in LA. Under the age of 18? Even better. Like, I remember that line exactly, and it's like, somebody who's willing to do that for money just took out something so, just in its infant stages, and that's really, like, Team Crafted, because Sky Does Minecraft, the biggest one, obviously, has 10 million people who follow his every word. Oh, I won. 10 million people who follow his every word. And it could have been so much more than that. It could have been a team of guys with that kind of influence. And it's not. And that to me is just, like, it's just a missed opportunity. Now, I want to get on to the main point of this video and what prompted me to make it in the first place, and that's the fact that they've done it again, and industry has once again managed to get its hands in Minecraft and screw it up royally. And that is Minorama. So, if you don't know the Minorama situation, there's an amazing video by BeatBotVox, I hope I didn't just butcher your name, that describes the entire scenario really well, down to a T, of what happened in the financial issues of it. And I'll see if I can link that in the description. What happened just in general to make this tragedy of a thing happen, like to sucker people in, raise $1.1 million for this, and then to just flush it all down the drain, for the sake of one guy making an extra buck at the end of the day that he probably didn't need to make, in all honesty. And so I'm not going to get into the economics of it, because there are videos like that out there who can tell you exactly what happened. And to be honest, I don't fully understand it myself. I really don't. But, like, I'm just more concerned with the fact that it's happened again. How do we keep allowing this to happen to us? Minecraft community, like, I don't think it's that we're naive, that we're unsuspecting. I mean, for crying out, but it might be getting to that point. Are they flying backwards? No. But, like, it might be getting to that point where maybe that's just it. Maybe we're just unsuspecting too much. Because this is the 4th convention this year that's been a scam. But that said, I really would hate to say that, because in my mind, it's not the players' fault. Don't hate the players, hate the game. This game was rigged to begin with. Industry is getting its hands in a game with a bunch of 10-year-olds playing Minecraft. And I know that that's not the general population. I know I'm just generalizing Minecraft here as a game for 10-year-olds who scream at their computer every time they die and lose a stack of diamonds. But that's a significant portion of it. And other than that, I'd be willing to bet that 75%, at least 75%, of all people who play Minecraft are under the age of 18. But it's still massive. It's a massive industry of people who don't know what they're doing in terms of legal stuff. It's literally just a ripe cherry to be plucked by these businesses who can come along and say, magical fairy pixie dust, give us $5 and we'll make it happen. And that's all it takes. That's it. I can't even form words about this. It's not that the fact that it happened, because it happens all the time. Industry is a cruel world. And, like, the sooner you wrap your head around that, the better. But, like, it's just why to me? Why would somebody do that? Why does somebody feel the need to take a children's game and make an extra $1 out of it? Like, that's not necessary. That's really not, like, that's not what this game's about. I'm losing my voice here. I'm a camp counselor now. I spend all day screaming at little children. Not literally, but, like, I gotta yell at them, keep them in line. It's just, why? Like, is there a good reason? Is there a good reason that at the end of the day, you do this? It's like stealing candy from a baby. You could do it if you wanted. You could. But you don't, because it's wrong on every level. It's wrong because if you're in a position to do it, you probably don't need that extra $1. It's wrong because it's taking candy from somebody who can't defend themselves. And it's doing it because you know you can. So, props to those YouTube guys out there who are doing what they can to make this right. When I'm recording this, it's Friday, and that event is Saturday. I actually didn't look at it and look at the YouTube situation in time. I haven't bought tickets, and honestly, if I had known the right time, I probably wouldn't have been able to buy the tickets anyway, because I would have been at camp at those hours. But they're doing something right, and that is it right there. That is the essence of the Minecraft community. It's a bunch of YouTubers who are forgetting their differences, because I know for a fact that some of those people who are going there don't like one another. They don't really respect one another. But they're going there, setting aside their differences and saying, we've been suckered in by this company. Somebody has done us wrong, and we need to show that we as a community are stronger than that. We're better than that. Alright? We don't need corporate business people telling us how to run a convention. We can do it ourselves. And maybe it's not a full-fledged convention, but you can't deny the fact that YouTube is a fan-run, basically. It's according to the website, they credit as Mineplex, Sky Does Minecraft, and... ooh, I'm forgetting the last one. I'm gonna pause the game really quick and check. I hope this doesn't cut the recording. Yeah, I'm probably about to die, whatever. Mineplex, MC Pro Hosting, and Sky Does Minecraft. That's who the website credits. And it's like, these are just people. They're not corporate businesses with names behind them. Granted, MC Pro Hosting is a company, but this isn't like them being like, we're doing this so that we can make money at the end of the day and have our name on a good thing. They're doing it because they see that people have been screwed over, and we as a Minecraft community, we're better than that. We don't need a corporate business to tell us how to organize. This has popped up over the course of, like, days. Like, look at it this way. Minorama was canceled on Monday. People immediately set to work doing this. By Wednesday, Thursday, all the pieces were in place. And by Friday, it's ready to go. 4 or 5 days. 4 or 5 days to make half the event Minorama was. That's the power that this community has. That's the kind of thing that this community can do. And that's like what I believe. That's what I see in this community. That I feel like it's such a shame that we then have to go and get taken advantage of like this. So, props to the YouTube guys, but just, I don't remember the guy's last name, but Lou something. Whatever his name was, who basically screwed everybody out of Minorama. I bought Minorama tickets. I did. I bought it as soon as I saw it on, Yoshi to Mario was the first channel I saw it on, and then I saw the videos pop up everywhere. And then I saw Kermit Plays Minecraft comment on, Kermit Plays Minecraft, comment on, Yoshi's video, and I was like, oh yeah, definitely going to this. Those are like 2 of my favorite guys. Don't judge me. And I was like, this is so cool that it's going to be an event that is close enough to me that I can go to it. Sure, it'll be expensive, but it'll be the best weekend of my life. It'll be educational, which I can only have bonuses. Honestly, people are like, ew, education. You can't, like, you're just making an excuse. I see something educational in Minecraft. I see it being an educational tool, and I see that you could make it into something like that. If you really wanted to, you could make Minecraft a force for good like that. Like, make it an educational good. But, just, and then, so as soon as I waited for the tickets to go online, and then as soon as they were online, that morning, I had my ticket. Just purchased. And so, it devastated me. It devastated me earlier this week when I found out that this thing was canceled. Because this is something that I believed in so much. I was dumbfounded, because I was like, you put the education behind it. You put the New York City Department of Education, who sold 5,000 plus tickets, and you screwed them over. Education! Who does that? Like, this isn't like taking candy from a baby behind the scenes. This is like right out in the open. All this was public knowledge from the start. And granted, this convention wasn't a scam to begin with. As far as I can tell, you didn't pay the money for the ticket with them never having an intention of delivering on a convention. But it's bullshit that this happens. It's bullshit. It really is. God, I'm really losing my voice just thinking about this. Just thinking about this is making me lose my voice. And that's illogical. But that's how I feel. That this whole situation is illogical. I don't know how to feel. Because this is something that I believed in so much. So, then we get to King Jojo. And at that point, I'm just like... I found somebody comment on his video. His most recent video on his channel. Which is like this Sky Wars type thing. I don't even care. That apparently he got arrested for being in some kind of prostitution ring? No idea about that. And that's very liable to be fake, but who knows? Who knows? It could be real, it could be fake, I don't really care. But JoJo, I don't feel like he deserves the hate that he gets on this one, as far as I can tell. Because I feel like the guy who deserves the hate was this Lou guy, who owned both companies, the non-profit company that was, like, claiming to be completely on board with this, and the for-profit company that was selling the tickets. Like, that to me is just, like, bullshit. Just plain up bullshit. Just straight up bullshit, and he knows it, and he's made an extra buck at the end of the day, so he's happy with it. And I just, like, I don't feel JoJo deserves the hate that he gets, because if he didn't know this was going to happen, and I honestly don't think he did, I don't think that he set himself up for failure like this. And actually, I'm gonna be honest with you, I've never talked with this guy before in my life, ever, but I happen to know a guy who knows a guy who knows a guy, blah, 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 like 5 people down the line. Who knows this guy? Who knows King JoJo? And it's a really obscure connection. But I can't imagine. Like, I mean, maybe that's my personal bias. Maybe it's difficult for me to imagine. Not just a face who's been given character traits, but a real person doing something like that, screwing people over like that. Like, imagine O.J. Simpson. I'm sure a lot of you don't even know what that was if you're younger to this community, but O.J. Simpson was a really big thing. Ask your parents if you don't know. But it was a trial where this guy apparently murdered his wife. I don't even know all the details. He apparently murdered his wife, but people weren't sure that he did it, and it was a big trial, and it went to the Supreme Court, and it was nationally televised. And the big idea was this guy going to be guilty of murder? And it's the idea, what I'm thinking is, imagine if you knew this guy. Imagine if you knew O.J. Simpson and his wife, who he did or did not murder. Imagine if you knew them. They were your neighbors, maybe like they lived like 5 blocks down from you. Oh, nice Lapras skin. Yep, totally agree. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Definitely, yes, check my channel. Oh my god. Yeah. This is being recorded right now. Oh my god. But seriously, like, imagine if this guy, like, you never knew him, but you just decided, you know, what the heck? I'm gonna... I don't even know what I'm thinking. Like, imagine, you didn't know this guy, but you saw him on the street every once in a while. You passed him in the grocery store, and then you just, I don't even know. Like, so you know who this guy is. And, like, you've never met him before, but you kind of have this idea of what kind of a person he is. And then all of a sudden, this scandal comes out with O.J. Simpson. And you're like, it doesn't seem real, you know? He's not a face with nothing attached to it. He's not a face, and all you know is that he possibly murdered his wife. And you're like, well, if the evidence points to it, it's probably true. It's like, no, but I don't want to believe that this guy did it, you know? That's kind of my situation with JoJo. It's like, I don't want to believe that somebody who I don't have a personal relationship with, but somebody who, somewhere down the line, I know a friend of a friend of a friend, I don't want to believe that, because it's not just an impersonal connection, it's somewhere down the line, I more or less do know this guy through this really impersonal connection. And it's like, how could somebody who's not a face, but somebody who's a person with a life, who goes to the bathroom, who picks up groceries, how could somebody like that do something so horrible? And that's just kind of like the moral of this whole story. It's like, how can somebody just knowingly screw so many people over? Why do we let this happen to us? Why is there no... this is gonna sound stupid. Why is there no union of Minecrafters? Just somebody out there to protect us. Which sounds so beyond stupid. But Minecraft is a really big thing. If there's a union out there to protect bus workers, like bus drivers, why aren't there people out there who just, like, protect internet piracy? Not SOPA. I don't want something like that. But I mean, like, people out there to protect, just, like, make sure that things aren't fraud. Just like, look a little deeper. Because when something huge like Minorama pops up, how does nobody know this is going to happen until 5 days before? Because the reason I wouldn't have known is because I wouldn't have thought it could happen. I wouldn't have thought that something like this could have possibly happened. And if you're wondering, my impersonal connection to JoJo, I didn't know it existed, and it might not have even existed when I bought those tickets. I saw Minorama as this opportunity, as like all the assets are here. There's the educational, which looks so good. It's like you've got the New York City Department of Education on your side. And granted, they make terrible decisions at times, I can tell you personally, but, like, why would you betray their trust, in general? Not to mention, you've got just, like, these big names on board, plus all these YouTubers. It didn't help that these YouTubers, like, sponsor this event, and we're all like, this is gonna be so much fun, it's gonna be the next Minecon, totally go to it. Why does this happen? Why do we let this happen? Like, I don't know. I've been ranting, and I just wanted to rant. Maybe I'll do another rant in the future, but it's just something I had to get off my chest. It's ridiculous that we let this happen to us the way it does. Because, I'm going back to Team Crafted here, Machinima took somebody's life like that. They took this guy's life and was like, hey, we're gonna take all your money. We're not gonna judge you like you're a face. We're gonna judge you like you're a face. We're not gonna judge you like you're a person who goes to the bathroom, who brushes their teeth, who goes to the grocery store to buy groceries, who struggles to wake up at a decent time in the morning. Somebody who's a person. And we're gonna instead treat you like a nameless face. Somebody who is a source of an extra $500 a month. Don't deny us those $500, or we're gonna take it to court. Like, why? And it's the same with this Minorama situation. How do you look at somebody like that? How do you look at these 7,000 ticket holders and say, these aren't people. They're faces. Just blurred faces in the background. Who don't matter in the grand scheme of things, because you know who matters? I matter. I matter because I get a paycheck at the end of the month. And I know that I exist, but I don't know that these people exist. So I'm going to squeeze every penny I can out of them. How is that right in any way? Somebody please tell me. Because it's not. That's the answer. It's not right. I honestly think that the topic of this rant might have just changed halfway through it. But that's really all I wanted to say. I'm really disappointed. So, props to those YouTube guys for putting it together, and that shows the strength of this community. Look what we can do when we put our minds to something. Look what we can accomplish. It shouldn't take Minorama to do this. It shouldn't take somebody scamming $1.1 million out of an innocent community in order for this to happen. And I liked a video on this channel. I clicked the like button, and I tried to not do that. If I generally do, it's because it's an accident, and I forgot that I was using this channel and not my personal channel, because I want this channel to look as professional as possible. But I don't even know what to say. God, what was I even thinking about? But, like, I liked a video by Munching Brotato. And in that video, he said, and like the part where I clicked the like button, where he said, I feel so bad. I just imagine this kid, and their family doesn't have much money, but he really wanted to go to this event, so his family pulls together the money to buy this plane ticket to send this kid out to New York with like a father or a mother, so that he can meet his hero, his heroine, and then. And, like, this is all they have. This is all they can do. Like, he just wants it so bad. And then this happens. This bullshit happens. Where somebody's taken advantage of a community. An unsuspecting community. And it's this bullshit. And it's like, come on. First of all, why do you even try something like that? It's taking candy from a baby. You didn't have to do it. You didn't need to do it. Why'd you do it? It's because at the end of the day, it's because you want to do it. Because you're just a jerk like that. So, yeah, I guess that's the end of my rant. I really hope the audio wasn't bad at the beginning. I don't even know if you could hear the game audio. But, I guess. Thank you all for watching. Or listening, rather, to this discussion, this rant. Maybe I'll rant again if there's a topic that I feel like I need to rant about. And I don't mean like I'm gonna rant about Sonic 06 and tell you how bad it is for an hour and a half. If I did that, it'd be in a video, which I may or may not be planning to do sooner. But thank you all for listening. This has just been my me to you time, alright? This has been my I need to talk to you about this because it bothers me. It really does that people do this, and I'm just like, why can't we put together just something to protect ourselves? To be, like, why are we not better organized? But then I get into the politics of it, and I am a politics kind of person. I hate politics, but I'm butchering what I'm trying to say here. I like the ideas in government, and I like being like, hey, why can't we get this done? But I hate politics, because politics makes it complicated. I like government, I hate politics. There you go, that's the way to say it. So, that's my rant, that's the end of it. I hope you all have enjoyed listening to me talking for 45 minutes, an hour, I don't know how long it's been. That's really all there is to it, this situation, this stupid beyond stupid situation. What it comes down to is what I said. How do you knowingly just say, I'm okay with scamming 7,000 people? Like, that's the kind of thing that you just, like, why? Like, did anybody ever teach you any morals? Did anybody ever tell you right from wrong? Because, no, they obviously didn't do a good job of it, if this is the way that you are. Nobody taught you the real way to survive in the world. And this is gonna sound like utter bullshit, but nobody, like, maybe somebody taught you how to make it big in business, but nobody taught you how to love in life. Nobody taught you how to really enjoy life. Because if you're the kind of person that gets enjoyment, that gets fulfillment out of taking things from other people, then that's not true happiness. That really isn't, and I'm not one to judge and tell people what happiness is, but that's not what happiness is about. That's not what fulfillment is about. That's not what this Minecraft is about. Minecraft is not about taking things from other people. And that's why I get upset with trolls on the internet. Really, really badly. And you know what? I had a video where I got pissed at a guy in the comment section because I thought he was a troll, and he ended up not being, and I felt super bad afterwards. But that's why I'm so quick to react to things like that. I just, like, it's bullshit, alright? Just stop it. Just really, why do you have to? So, that's the end. Thank you all for watching or listening to this. I hope you have enjoyed. My name has been Laprasalex. If you found something to like in this, maybe my opinions, I guess, you can click the Subscribble button. I'd appreciate it. But, other than that, you can click the like button. Maybe, because I'd like this to get some attention. Because this is a topic that really bothers me. And if people see this, that would make me feel like I've accomplished something, you know? Like, it would make me feel as though this video had a purpose. You know, this video, it meant something to somebody. Somebody heard my thoughts, and they agree with me. I have no better way to put it than that. Somebody listened. Somebody listened. That's all I ask. So, thank you all for watching, and I hope you have enjoyed. I'll see you later.